This is Cooking at Kaleo, and it's breakfast time over here, y'all. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. My family and I have been eating the paleo diet, or sometimes Whole30, for months now. With paleo, you can only eat meat, vegetables, fruits, and nuts and seeds, and then a few natural sweeteners like honey and maple syrup. So, breakfast became a challenge whenever we started eating this diet. No more cereal, no oatmeal, no yogurt, all the things that I normally ate for breakfast went out the window, and I started to try to make like a big high protein breakfast every day. So I want to teach you guys my favorite big breakfast that I just meal prep at the beginning of the week, and then we eat it all week long. It's amazing. Let me tell you about the ingredients. We're gonna use a pound or two. If you wanna double this recipe, it's a good idea. It'll last you all week and even feed your roommates a little bit. So we're gonna use a pound of ground breakfast sausage. You can use spicy if you like that. I'm using mild for my kids. 1 or 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes. And then we need our Lake Town cheese grater to shred these guys. But if you're having a hard time with this, you can always just cut them up with a knife. We're gonna use some eggs. And then we'll need 1 or 2 of your Lake Town skillets. I like to use 2 because I can cook 2 things at once. It makes the whole thing come together a little faster. And then you'll need either a wooden spoon or this kind of plasticky spatula. We're gonna start off by just getting our sausage into a nice warm pan. So I went ahead and preheated my stovetop to medium heat and put my largest skillet on the stovetop. Get this guy out of the package. You just slice off the top, and then you just squeeze it out into your pan. Then after it's in the pan, we're just gonna break it up with our plastic spatula or a wooden spoon. Break that all up. We wanna just get it nice and brown. If it's taking a little too long, you can turn your heat up to about a 6 or a 7. It'll go a little faster. While your sausage is browning in the pan, we're gonna work on our sweet potatoes. If you have never tried sweet potatoes for breakfast, you are totally missing out. They are a delicious breakfast food. So I like to shred mine because it makes them cook really fast. I have a food processor at home that does the job for me, but here at Lake Town, we gotta use the good old cheese grater. If this is just too challenging for you, you can totally cut these up. I'll show you how to do that. You just cut off the top, push down and forward, then roll it cut side down, just slice one way, down and forward. So potatoes are gonna be hard no matter what in Lake Town because knives are not sharp, cheese grater's not that sharp. And then dice it the other way. So you want them to be about this size, kind of like 1-inch chunks. And then we'll just put those in the pan with some avocado oil, or better yet, bacon grease. It's delicious. And then once those are ready, we'll add them to the sausage to make a little hash. Sausage is getting nice and brown in the pan. I'm just kind of stirring it occasionally and breaking it up while I work on my sweet potatoes at the same time. The sausage is nice and brown. Once it's all brown, it's done. So I'm just gonna transfer that to a big Tupperware because I'm meal prepping this guy. So I'm gonna keep this in my fridge and eat on it all week. Okay, sweet potatoes are all shredded up. I went ahead and did 2 since I'm meal prepping. Go ahead and turn your heat down to medium. I swirled a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil in the pan. These Lake Town pans are often sticky, so you wanna make sure and use plenty of oil. We're just gonna drop our sweet potatoes in the medium-high pan. Add a few more little swirls of avocado oil to your sweet potatoes, a little bit of salt, and some pepper, and then we'll just stir them around and cook these guys in the pan, stirring occasionally for anywhere from like 5 to 7 minutes. You'll kind of see that they're done when they're pretty soft. If you are doing them chopped instead of shredded, they'll take a little bit longer, probably more like 10 minutes for sure. You'll just know that they're done when they start getting a little bit brown. Our sweet potatoes are cooking away, so we're gonna work on our eggs now. You have 3 choices of fats to use to coat your pan for eggs. I'm using bacon grease today. Every time I cook bacon, I just keep a little jar or a coffee mug and just pour the leftover bacon grease in it, and I use it for cooking all the time. On paleo and Whole30, you can have animal fats. It's no big deal, so we use that. You're not allowed to have dairy, but if you're doing dairy, you can have butter, and that is a delicious fat to cook your eggs in. Or you can use avocado oil. It's nice and healthy. So all you do is just get your oil, whatever cooking fat you're using, in the pan, about a tablespoon or 2, and turn your heat to medium. And then once your oil is nice and hot, you can just crack your eggs in the pan. You can cook as many eggs as you want. I'm just doing 2. I'm just serving me today. But normally for my family, I'll cook about 5 or 6. And we're doing over medium eggs today. If you prefer scrambled, crack them in a bowl first, add some milk or not, and scramble them up. Sweet potatoes are getting nice and brown and soft. That means they're done. So I'm just gonna add them with my sausage to my Tupperware for meal prep and serve myself up some yummy sweet potato sausage hash. Eggs, I've been on the heat for about 2 minutes and they're getting nice and white around the edges, so it's time to flip. You're just gonna kind of break them apart from each other. Use gravity to encourage your eggs onto your spatula and then just give them a gentle flip. You don't want to break that yolk. Same thing on this one. And then kind of shake them around in the pan a little bit. This is called sauteing. And you'll notice whenever they stop being so jiggly that they're all ready to go. That's a nice over medium egg. I like to put it right on top of my sausage and sweet potato hash. Season it with a little salt and pepper. Break all those yummy runny eggs up on there and mix it all around and enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy this breakfast. We'll see you next time on Cooking at Kaleo.